unbelievable. I think, I mean, for about 3 days. In the end, Tony had to be pulled out because she refused to come out. I was induced, but the induced didn't work. I was so much pain. Although they don't call it labor, but the labor is actual maybe about 8 hours, 9 hours, even more. But the pain I went through was for about 3 days. From Tuesday, I didn't have her until Friday.
The 13th.
Friday the 13th. Can you imagine? Looking stars.
Mommy, you need to explain that because you say that all the time. Looking stars.
What actually happened when she was, when I was actually in real labor, they had to, I mean, like there's been inducement, and that went on for 48 hours or more. And then my water broke very late on Thursday night, but they give me a sleeping tablet to sleep. So that's because once your water broke, you're subjected to having an infection. And I still remember that very well. So, but I didn't have Tonyo until 6 in the evening, but it was forceps. But part of the reason why it was so delayed, even though I'm big, but I have a very small pelvic, so I couldn't push Tonyo out. So they had to use forceps. Again, when a child is coming out from the birth canal, she has to be face down. She was facing up. So the doctor saying she was looking stars.
I was looking at the stars.
But then again, her heartbeat was going down. But I never say that to her.
Tell me that part.
Yeah. And that was the reason why they use forceps, because she's getting distressed.
Every time.
So many times, 24 hours. It started on Saturday, like in the afternoon, and I had her on Sunday 3 p.m. I can never forget the day.
24 hours, basically.
That was the day Tyson and Bruno were fighting. So the doctors, the nurses, they want to go and watch. So they were still like...
You didn't want to attend to...
Just a straight answer.
Yeah,
Oh, I can explain.
Yeah, you can explain.
Okay. Yeah, before I had Alisa, I already have 2 girls. So I was expecting to have I was expecting a boy.
Yeah.
But then, and I swear, because I had all my children with cesarean section, so I was I've already had a set date for the operation, but she just came about 2 weeks earlier. So, and because I already had 2 cesarean section, it was very difficult for me. I was so much in pain, so I was just crying. So I went to the hospital. They said, "Oh, my consultant hasn't planned this," so I had to wait for someone to be available for me to do the operation. So anyway, in the process, I tried to sleep, so I slept. So when I slept, I just had a dream. I saw myself in a beautiful place, like flowers. There are girls with pink dresses. Oh, I woke up, I said, I'm going to have a girl. So that sort of prepared me. Yeah. So when I had that, I said, oh, I said, girl, thank God. I'm okay, the baby is okay.
Actually, she was a very quiet baby. So the only time when she's supposed to cry when she's hungry, she will say she's tired. So, and I think when she doesn't really cry, she's not a crying baby. Yeah, she wasn't at all.
From when you wake Toyin up from her sleep and you ask her a question, she will answer you. Whereas if it's the sister, but there's something about her that till today I don't know why we couldn't. We would chat and talk about things. We could sit down for an hour, but then again she cuts me out. And sometimes I blame that maybe because I sent her out when she was 18, But we've gone over that. She's done a lot. When I turned 60, she did a surprise birthday for me. She's done a lot for me. She's inspired me in a way, even though she's no longer in the world. I mean, when I was backsliding, because we are all Christian, she brought me back to be prayerful. Toyin brought a lot of positive things in my life.
In some ways, she's very determined, which I am. Like when I say, okay, this is what I want, I'll go after it, regardless of what time it takes me to get it, or whatever orders that comes my way, and make sure that I will remove them from my way and get what I need to get. That's then the other thing I would say is that she's a very gentle person. She can stick to some things that I will not take. so she's very gentle, yeah. Well, the best part of being a mother is watching your children grow up. Because before you can tell them what to do, but now it's like you have masters with you. All of you are masters in the house. They've now grown up. It's not that you can't tell them what to do, but everybody's an adult. So I think it's just the joy of seeing them growing up and become adults and choosing a career and being successful in that career.
You are proud of me.
You might not think so. And she's been a good example. I mean, where she's done wrong, and that's where I always kind of question her. Where she's done wrong, when she wants to tell the sister of, I'm thinking, look at black pot, call him kettle black. But I don't say anything, but I always say that in my mind. But her sister also look up to her.
All my prayer is that what I've labored for in this country, what I've suffered for in this country, my children, they will reap the labor, and this is what is happening. I remember when she came, she said, "Mom, I went to back of England," and she was trying to describe it. I said, "I've been there, I've worked there as a cleaner in the morning. Now you go there to work." So yeah. I said, she was trying to, I said, "Don't describe it. I know everything, the table, this and that." And in the morning, when we finish, we take chocolates, drink from the vending. So I said, I was the one cleaning the table, pack all the rubbish, this. But now you are going to work there as a worker. Thank God.